and a sign that said paradise. So I hit him. I think he was going there. I think he got there. He looked like a nice guy, but
all the way down there, Buddha heaven.
yeah, I know you're down there in Buddha heaven. Are we?
We are now live.
Whoa.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
Turn that
Yeah,
off.
sure. No, we'll just put that in front of the camera.
No.
Cast him.
That's the
No, it's what I will consider clipped audio, and it won't make it onto
That's
the
fair. No, it's clipped audio. We're live now, huh?
Yeah, we're live, class is live.
Oh, it's time. It's time.
I have a plan. Unlike normal. I shouldn't say that online. Okay, is there anybody actually watching right now?
Well, give him a moment.
God!
You can set things up. We got one person viewing,
I'm waiting. It's fine.
that
I'm
you?
waiting for more.
possibly.
I have an idea. Taiji, people. This is a Taiji class, technically. But what we're going to do is unpopular opinion Taiji class. That's what I've decided. We're going to work on Mo's Taiji.
Sweet.
But we're going to work on only applications. So if you've already done some Taiji, or any type of training, you know things like Genshin moves first, 6 harmonies follow, blah, 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 blah. Posture, structure, verticality. If everybody's following me, it's all good. Okay. 7 stars. You know what 7 stars are?
Like the stance or no?
Okay.
Head down.
Yeah, come kill one. We're going to murder people. So the 7 stars, just because it's not a bad idea to go over them quickly, 7 stars are the 7 joints. Or, well, the 7 striking points. Oh, you need to stand up so that they can see you better. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 striking spots. So you have 14 striking spots, 7 on each side of your body. And the idea, the only reason it's 7 probably has to do with Confucianism. They needed to make it fit something. Anyway, so the idea is that no matter what range you're at, if you're in range to touch somebody, you can hit them. And you can hit them more than once. And you only hear about the 7 stars normally in stuff like Shini, where you're just smashing into people, but Taiji's no different. There's no difference, really. So, we're going to just work applications. But we're going to work them from a Taiji perspective, but I'll pull it into other arts if you guys want. So, we're going to review what we did last time. And put it on camera for these guys, okay? So, when we practice our Taiji form, you're going to have to excuse some of my stuff because I got a bad foot right now. When we practice our Taiji form, it's really easy, just like any set, to, wow man, that's a big long talk. To overcomplicate and underestimate things, let's put it that way. So one of the ways to fix and figure out your applications is to put load. Oh yeah, you do. Is to put load on things. So we're going to start with real simple stuff, like I have his arms. Now, he's going to do the first move in the form, but I'm not going to like try to make it so he can't move. All I'm doing is making it so that there's a load on his body, okay? So that means if he blows it, so try moving, right? If he like, yeah, blow it for me. Your Taiji's too good, like screw up your tailbone or something, right? So if he starts, and he blow, subtle, I like that. If he blows it, it'll knock him over, right? Because it's push hands, right? We're gonna essentially do push hands with applications. So I put a little bit of load in his body, go ahead. So he starts his first move in the form, right? And now, I'm going to just have enough load, this one, there you go, that it'll take me out if necessary. Does that make sense? We're going to just do like simple stuff. So the very first one he's going to grab, I'm going to turn to my right to get this, okay? And so I won't pull it hard. I'll turn to my right. All I'm trying to do is get him a little bit off center. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up. This is the first move in the Chen form, right? But everybody kind of thinks, throw punch. Everybody thinks about this application, which it is, but if I'm reaching out with my fingers, it's like in his eyes every time, okay? So, first one we're going to do, turn to the right, and when I turn back, I sink my tailbone. This one's going to come up my center, okay? And this one's going to reach in his eyeballs. Just start with that, okay? So just partner up, okay? Just for you. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to look like super beginner stuff. Mo, you guys come over here. Mo's got really nice Taiji, so I want to make sure he's got camera on him while I help.
turn back with it.
Turn that.
No.
This, yeah.
Oh, as I
To fire it.
what?
Yeah, do it again.
Okay.
Go slow. Yeah. This is why push hands matters. You're pushing here into his arm.
Oh, okay.
Reach for his eyeballs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just reach for his eyes.
It's a coil that time.
Don't think about it as anything else.
And so I kind of want to sink as I'm lifting up?
Yeah, I know this isn't what you are. You can put a little bit of that, right? So put some serious load on there. Okay. So when I do this, what I'm thinking of, it's like I'm smoothing a tablecloth, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ah.
So it's the backs of my wrists that
Yeah.
I'm pulling back there. So now here, so now feel. This is what I saw you doing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel that my left arm is pushing directly into the bones in your right?
Yeah.
That is technically what's called double heavy.
Mhm.
My power against your power.
Yeah.
But if I push through where my finger is instead,
Oh, yeah.
there's no resistance anymore.
Trying to
Right?
reach them.
Watch with Sammy, same, right? Because now Sammy's is bigger now, so it's easier to see if it works or not. So it's like I'm smoothing this tablecloth. But if I push into the bones in his arm,
Yeah,
oh, no, it's
exactly.
too big, right? So I take, this is why you see me put my fingers all the time. I take where I'm pointing as my direction. So it's an easy way to go, okay, now there's his eyes, I'm going there. Even if his bones are here, right? I don't think about going into the power.
Right, okay.
Try it
Okay,
just a
that
couple
makes
times.
sense.
So you don't actually have to know Tai Chi to be able to fight like this. This is just good mechanics, good internal stuff, right?
Fighting out into my arm, into my eyes.
Make sure Sammy does it too.
Uh,
Sammy has the
a
chance.
little bit. Hmm.
Elbow. Left elbow on your ribs. I should probably get a better stance for that too. That's better. Yeah. 'Cause even without like a ton of power, right? We're all like grown men, so we can put a ton of power on each other without trying. That's better. Do it again, Sammy. I just didn't see it. Load them up. Corner. Okay. Yeah. Sexy. So again.
Yeah, just fly off of that.
I'm not gonna squeeze hard.
Oh, look, there's the.
No, I know, yeah. Forward's good. There's something funny in backwards though. What is it?
It's this.
It's this arm somehow.
It's not doing that. Ah.
Yeah.
It's a cool feeling.
Yep. See?
Because
Because you were pulling with your arm instead of your torso, right?
It's not elbow.
Yeah, it's always that, right?
Yeah, box in.
Right. So if I'm turning this way, if I do this, that's the power of my arm. So resist, right?
Yeah.
Power of my arm versus touch my elbow to my ribs. It's just my torso.
Yeah.
It's cool. You can't fight my torso with my legs, right? No. Who's going to? Yeah.
No, it's letting your arms there.
Yeah.
It's better.
So you're going in.
We're just gonna get a couple
Yeah.
of basics going, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna do some like
Just think of the space where the arms are.
stuff that Tai Chi
Lifting
people,
weights is just.
typical Tai Chi people
Yeah.
aren't gonna like.
You're seeking
That's
the
okay.
business.
So.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why don't I care?
No, why won't they like?
Because it's gonna make us the bad guy.
No,
Oh, we're the bad guys. It's just I'm gonna show one of the reasons we're the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
Go to my ass, like, thing. Yeah, don't
Ah.
even think.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go back to straight. Okay.
Yeah, just go to my ass. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. You're right, you keep finding the
I
resistance.
know. Yeah, I can let it.
So now think about this touching your ribcage. It's just your ribcage.
It's about.
Ah,
Just that, see that?
Feel
There's
this.
no power left in his body.
Wow.
As soon as you do that, because he's
Like
fighting your whole
effortless,
torso, it's like.
and then when I come back.
Right. So do it again. Just put this on your ribcage.
It's about.
Oh, it's.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Let me, so there, I'm
Yeah,
angry right
ribcage
now.
is
Into those bones.
Ah.
And maybe I'm stronger than you, or bigger than you, I can do it.
yeah.
Here, like if I.
Let me zoom in. Oh.
Like that.
Yeah, okay, this- 'cause
That's
this is
if I'm
pretty slow.
not where your arm is.
Yeah, I would have to like
over your
turn around and.
It's like,
Your intention is
you ever do
that direction,
like
sideways.
wrestling?
My intention's back.
Is this where you?
So I'm
yeah,
actually
try to tag them,
taking,
yeah.
Oh,
really
no, I
big
know.
and stupid.
Okay,
so it's like-
I'm gonna take my elbows,
Yeah.
stick them to my ribcage.
All it is
I'm gonna
not
turn my pelvis to
going
rotate my
there,
ribcage,
so I'll go
and I'm going to
here
pull
yeah.
to get you to
my
whatever.
right
Right.
elbow towards the bathroom back there.
Here.
So.
Now feel the difference between that.
All I'm gonna do is
Okay,
just,
go again, same thing.
okay.
Okay. And then
Nice.
thinking about going towards Jared.
Yeah, I kind of felt the difference when I was pushing you because it's more
That's,
like
and all I'm doing is I just
thoughtful
change my brain.
than,
right?
yeah, trying to fight
So
your
a
arms.
better way to do it even is
No,
think about
just
your
something with your arms.
scapula.
Pin your elbows.
So you're not even going to pull your elbow back towards the wall. You're going to pull this back towards the
Yeah.
entrance.
That's different.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Just need to.
Because there's
wait
so
for
much
time.
more of
Yeah,
you.
get more.
Now do it just like you were before.
Mhm.
Think like
Same amount of
how
power on
easy
me.
these are, and planks are, 'cause
Yeah.
they're basically
You can't
set
do
up
that.
built for it.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Same thing now.
Okay.
Scapula. See? Because I have to
That's
connect
good.
so much harder to try to deal with you.
Okay.
Which is the trick, right? Because then I lock myself and I get thrown around.
But you're going into there.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? You getting the vibe?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda figure it out.
Oh, hey, that's okay.
He's really good at finding the lines, except he's choosing to always go into them.
That's normal though. It
Yeah.
really, okay, let's go back to like basics. Do one more though. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, let's go to like basics. Okay, he grabs my wrist. Stuff we teach kids classes. Like, duh. Stay in Tai Chi now. Okay, so we're gonna do the exact same move. We're gonna do this move, but I'm gonna go underneath. Okay, no, actually, I'll show you this one first. So in the Chen form, everybody knows this move's there, right? Jinggang, the Buddha's warrior attendant calming the mortar. In kids class and such, we call this beauty looks in the mirror, right? That's the same move. That's only to there, right? And turn it. So put a little load on it. So it's the exact same thing. I'm going to pull him just a touch. I don't even need to uproot him, because all I need to do, resist, dude, is to get that. That's just me letting go, right?
Yeah.
If I can get that reaction, his balance is already gone. So now here I am, ready to do Jinggang. So let's do this one now. Now here's the trick for you, Connor. Resist a bit. Double heavy. I'm in your bones, I'm in your line.
Yeah.
So this is not where my power actually goes. Feel what that does to your elbow?
Yeah.
I haven't moved anything here. You're strong, you're weak. Now if I just take this, and like when I teach this to kids, right, I go wherever your thumb points. So I go out here, point my thumb there. See how, like, suddenly that's bad news, right?
Yeah.
Same, right? So I'm gonna get a little pull, just to get a little resistance. Then, I'm gonna do my Jinggang. I'm gonna come underneath. So this, just because the camera's nice. I'm not gonna push here. My power's not here locking you. My power is actually over here. You see the difference? You feel the difference? Okay? So if I try this, beauty looks in the mirror, be resistant. If I put this power that direction, see the difference? Now I'm gonna put power there. And I haven't started moving my weight, that's my arm still. So, that's just this part. Haven't gotten here yet. But let's try to get off the line. Because that's what we teach everybody, right? Somebody grabs your wrist, you don't try to push and pull them, you go around them. It's like little kid stuff, right? Try it. But try it out of this. So we can get this.
Okay.
Buddha's warrior attendant thing. Okay. Because then we can start running how the loads work. Maybe we'll do one more.
Here.
And then we'll load more weight.
And. Nope.
So push this one towards my hand.
Okay.
That one under there.
Okay.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
See, you've already put bad shit
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Now just turn your waist.
Ah, okay. Do I want to grab more behind the elbow?
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that?
perfect.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first thing is I'm trying to
Yeah. Pushing over
there
here.
first. And coming underneath.
Get even deeper.
Oh, yeah, get my hole.
So now just go right through your thumb.
Okay.
See how this is wanting to rotate now?
Yeah, yeah.
See
Yeah,
like
just
that?
from doing that.
Ah, see there it is. You're going into these bones. Just back up. Just
That worked a little too tough.
No, that's alright.
so turn.
That's where the drinking comes in handy there.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
So this one.
Yeah.
So now instead
that
of
out.
pushing towards my shoulder, you push these fingers.
No,
out.
doing some dancing.
See now he's already unbalanced.
Actually,
Now we'll turn
That's a
your
smart
waist.
man.
Yeah.
You'll feel like he weighs nothing suddenly, right?
Doesn't feel right training if I'm on.
Right? So come under. Put these fingers at me, and that goes through
That's where
there.
that's in the drunken
That's
shower too, right? Bring them in.
I suppose, yeah.
What's that?
I'll do it not that way.
I mean, so long as you're off the line, it's.
Yeah, but I was like sloshed in, like spitting, swallowing.
Well, then, I mean, that should happen anyway. Right? I'm isolating. You don't have to.
Sorry if that didn't sound good.
You just gotta
Oh,
be
no, that's
careful.
fine.
Yeah.
That was
Because
actually
as you
my
fire
thought.
more things, it's gonna be that much more difficult.
No, that's a bad spot for me.
Pretty simple? How are we doing? Good. So Mo and I went all the way to the third one of these and we started this last time. So I'm gonna start us here. I'm gonna show you why the loads work this way. So, I have a problem. One for each of the partners. In the partners, we will use the blunt end. An excellent plan. So, why would anybody ever grab your wrist?
Because they're dumb.
Because you're trying to knife them. That's why. That is one way to think about it. So if you think about it like you're the bad guy, oh, this will happen much more often like this. And then all this stuff starts to make more and more sense because you're pulling your arm free to get him with the knife. So if you think about basics, like basics, we're fighting.
Yeah.
If I go to knife you, what are you going to do?
Grab the knife.
Right? I don't care how I throw it at you.
Yeah.
Are you going to let this continue to move? No way, right?
No.
Look, here we are. So, the very first one we did, right, was I pulled this way.
Yeah.
See? So, same thing. I'll try to cut your neck or something. Bang. Yeah, grab onto it or I'm going to kill you. Yeah, there you go. See? So now, it doesn't matter which of the Tai Chi moves I do, I'm going to release one of my arms. Or both of my arms. So, like, we were talking about it last night. One of my favorite Tai Chi moves is it's in this second section. Blue Dragon exits the water, change the palms 3 times, and there's this in it. Fist under the elbow, people call it. Change palms 3 times. Right? And there's, you know, in the Chen form, there's an elbow there. This is me pulling my knife out of my pocket to stab you. And if you start looking at the Chen form, you're going to see there's all these times where you're back on your clothes that you could be pulling a knife out. If you think about it that way, it makes you the bad guy, unpopular opinion, but applications make a lot more sense suddenly. And you can look at it that way with just purely powerful strikes as well. But he throws, he's going to try to stab me with the blunt end of that thing. I'm like, whoa! So here we are. So, do any Tai Chi move I don't really care. Do Jing Gao. I'm going to die from it, so how would you do Jing Gao from here? Right, and not only, yeah, don't even worry about stabbing me yet. Release your arm. Right here. Yeah. Block, don't die. Jing Gao starts like this, right? Right? Buddhist warrior attendant pounds the mortar. Boom, boom. Yeah, too strong. So the kicks for. This is why there's all these chinas inside here. There's all sorts of crap in here. So let's try, just play with it. Just like stab the guy, he blocks and grabs onto you. Grab on. Right? What can I do from here? And look at it as knife release. And just play with it for a sec, and then I'll give you like sort of classical examples out of the Tai Chi set. But if you think about it as, I'm actually the bad guy. I'm the attacker. I've got a knife in my hand.
I know.
Right? Think about your Tai Chi man. Think about your Tai Chi. You wouldn't just attack like, right? Yeah. Yeah. I wonder where my knife is.
Which one?
I got this really cool, like a little aluminum spider coat I had a guy make me. Must be home.
Just trying anything here?
Just anything, yeah.
Okay.
But just now stab him with a knife.
Okay.
The trick is get the knife free
Okay,
and then
okay.
got him, right?
Okay.
No, it's a message.
It's just a way to think about.
I'm still standing.
Just a way to think about why would somebody grab your wrist. Yeah. Exactly. Now look at where you are. You're in Buddha's warrior attendant right now.
Neat, eh?
Look at freeze. You're right here. Boom. Right? See? And this is why you can't go turn this way so your camera can see.
It's like all this training you're doing, things start to work, eh?
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you want to stab him with this knife, so from here. We're gonna do Buddha, don't move. You're gonna do Buddha Warrior 10 this week. So this will through there. See how much more difficult he's having time to do suddenly? He didn't even think of the nuts, which you would have. Right? But if I, like, let me grab on the drink. Right, pretend I have a knife here. Same thing. If I try to go through Jared, there's too much of him. Right? But if I'll put out a finger. Right? There's my power. Just look at how much more difficult it'll get to deal with me if I start to run this on the pane of glass. Right? So look at Buddha Warrior 10 pounds more. Right? Watch. Same grab. This is like right at the set. The second show these guys. Buddha's Warrior 10 pounds more starts here, right? This is one of those things people take for granted, that touches before. So we're saying I had a knife in my right hand. So I can't go through Jared, there's too much of them. So, why does this hand flip over? Yeah, that makes life really awful suddenly, right? Because if I can't power at him, there's too much of him. But if I go here, this is free now. I haven't even done the move. All I've done is this. And my arm's free suddenly, right? So when all of, just relax. So when all of this starts to take place, like this becomes a major problem suddenly, right? So let's just play with that. You can even put the knives down. But the idea being, if we were fighting, I fire like an uppercut at him. Now he's either going to grab me or he's going to block it or whatever, but we'll do it from here, right? So bang, bang. So these are mine. I'm going wham, wham. I'm trying that. Whap, whap. Didn't work. Settle. And then I don't go through his arm. Be here, right? Be here. I don't power there because I'm right into his structure, right? But if I power right there, there's nothing in my way.
And you're pushing that elbow.
Yeah, I just broke the structure so that he can't power this direction, right? If I put a little bit of heavy force into it, it'll bring him downwards too, right? So I throw my punch, we end up here. This one comes across, this touches, okay? And then not here, but right there. See, if we just look, I'm not even quite parallel, right? I can't be. I have to be like on an angle.
Yeah, like 11, 12 degrees.
Yeah, so long as I'm on an angle. And then when the whole body moves, right, there's nothing to stop any of this anymore. So I want you to try that, just so Jared can see it too. Oh, let me start from the punches. So, boom, he blocks that, he's gonna grab me. Blocks that, he's gonna grab me, right? So, he opened me up big time, this is great. So, here I am in the form, right? Just finished the first move. See, same thing. Doesn't make any difference. So long as I run off that angle. If I go directly through their bones, bigger structure wins, and that's double heavy. It's no good, right? You want me to punch or you punch? Oh, okay. So, bang, bang, right? So here I am. I'm going there. Right? Because this block, that's in your bones.
Yeah, this is up. This is my tendons. This is not it.
Right? And I will make it over here now. B here. No good. Right? That's what like change really means, is like it's little degrees of change that are so hard to even notice. That's okay.
Yeah.
That are so hard to even notice that be here, right? So feel this. Don't let me move to your head, right? So I'm going to put a finger out to show you where I'm actually going. Oh, right? So same thing. Don't let me get through there, right? Finger out. All I got to do is be off the line. As soon as I'm off the line, he has to adapt. Yeah. But now he's behind the curve because how fast is this really happening, right? The adaptions are boom, and that's it. Even in the set, when I'm here, like look at the adaption. How fast can you do this? Like fast, like lightning, right? There's no way they're going to adapt. And that gets into the whole move second, arrive first thing, is perception of who's actually going first. But practice that, I won't get too far into it.
Okay.
I won't get too far into it, I say, after all that.
Yeah.
Just do that.
There.
Yeah, just something.
There.
Oh, not bad for a guy with a firm ankle.
Yeah, kind of.
And old. Great here. I'm just complaining because I'm bitter and old.
Yeah.
You're just still going under my arm.
Yeah.
Your finger was with your elbow and like these bones
Yeah.
were going under, but these ones is going to me still.
Okay, so I need to kind of turn.
Yeah, and that way make your way through it.
Okay.
You're a weightlifting guy, so you always think arms,
Yeah.
which is natural.
That's
why you're here. You're kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Long process. You want to try? Okay.
I'm feeling it, brother. Yeah, that works.
Try and make the contact.
Oh, so eyes still, eyes. Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you make
Not
contact,
your
you
other arm.
will.
No, right at me.
Okay.
You get
The
full
next
wrap
one.
now. He can't stop that.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, do it again. And I'll show you a little, do it again. What you did isn't wrong. I'm just gonna make it more fair than this. So bring this here.
But I probably want to let go
I
of
want
it.
you to just take your fingers, and I want you to just touch there. Literally just that. Just like this. Push straight at my fingers, it won't work. Right? Go underneath. You don't even have to put pressure here. Go straight at his neck. Because his brain is dealing with this. And that's at low speed.
No, don't do that.
It's weird, right? Remember this trick? Remember this trick? Push hands on me for a second. Just like real push hands, right? Like actually push hands on me. Remember that trick? Did you feel it? Like that's all it is. Right? Oh, that's not good. So I'm pushing hands, right? But if I give his brain somewhere to think about it, it's just stupid, right? Because your brain's like, what's that? So even if I'm punching, bang, bang, if I get across, even just a, I won't even, I'm not gonna like pax on my way out. I'm just touching. But you see what it does? You'll lose your structure because your brain's like, what was that? And it's not adapting anymore.
Even though you know it's coming.
And I mean, you already know what's happening, let alone like, if he doesn't actually know what I'm gonna do, this becomes really, really difficult to do. So, I was gonna show you pane glass to make sure this makes sense. So, this is Kevin's. Part of his martial genius, this. Okay, anytime two people touch, there becomes a space, we can say, that's defined between us. We'll go like this.
Okay.
If we think of this like a pane of window glass, it's very strong though, like bulletproof glass. It means I can't go through it, because you're strong. But I can absolutely wash it. So what's really cool is, I punch, you block, a pane of glass has been defined. In this case, right, it's this angle. Don't let me move, don't let me wash the glass, okay?
Okay.
No matter what, just don't let me wash the glass. You cannot stop me from moving, unless I try to go through it. See, as soon as I try to go through the glass, you have structure. Does that make sense? That's what we're doing with all these little finger points.
Moving the glass.
Because I'm changing where the pane of glass is. So I throw my punch, he blocks it,
Yeah.
right? I don't care.
Okay.
You're going to define a pane of glass. See, the second you do that, the glass moves.
Oh, okay. See? Oh, sorry.
Because I can go this way now.
Right.
And that's where sticking hands really excels, is you're defining two different panes of glass on three-dimensional axis. So if I push directly into this structure, I'm double heavy. The second I wash the glass, I'm not. Just try it in just like one hand. So I just like throw a thing, boom, you go, okay, there's the glass. I can't get through there. There's too much sand. But like, I just changed where the glass is. I can absolutely get through there. Just play with it a little bit, because Taiji does a ton of this.
Cool.
You see it in here. All of this stuff is manipulating which plane you're running on. So it doesn't matter what the guy does, right? If I'm the Taiji guy, and you block me, I'm not going to try to go this way into your face. I'm going to, so check this out. I'm going to,
No, that's fine. For training.
Oh, I remember this one.
right? So just by doing this thing, I've rotated the pane of glass to here, and I can wash the pane of glass now, because there's nothing you can do about it, right? That's why this is such a great trick for me to hook.
So this is like constant shifting.
This is super dirty trick. And it works great, especially in these kinds of situations, right?
Yeah.
So,
Now here you are.
see how
You're
you
gonna
define
find-
the pane of glass here?
Right.
If I just
good,
change it a little.
Well, you can just throw that.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
actually get to
yeah,
the
yeah.
point where you're always pushing hands against an opponent who isn't even realizing you're playing that game. They're just trying to stop you from pushing. They're not even pushing back. They're just busy doing it. So go ahead. Just play pane of glass.
Right into your trap.
Oh, trying to see how this Tai Chi thing's supposed to work there.
That's me, man. I just work here.
So, I'll cut you.
It's crazy. I'm not used to having a school with like heat and lights.
Running water.
You got running water here.
That fact, inside toilet.
Inside
I really
toilet?
like that. So it's like an industrial toilet you get in, like say inside of schools and jails.
That one? Yeah.
You could flush half the head if you broke it up. There it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that about the old
So, yeah.
The outhouse, you know where our water actually was? It was the water they used to give to the cattle.
Oh, really?
So it was like up the road.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like-
right, I remember that.
Yeah, you had to go get water and bring it back. Okay. Hardcore, man. Now we're sitting stickers.
Do it again. Like I'm just gonna be this.
Hold on. Why are you going here?
Okay.
So you can go anywhere but this.
Because now,
Yeah.
this comes down to ground.
And the way George puts this, right, is show me a strength, you show me a weakness.
Right.
You can only give them one strength and make your body line up on it. So that means every other direction is weak.
Make it look like
And
it.
if they can't see it to adapt to you, you're done.
Well, he tripped into the wall.
Tripped into the knife, I'm sorry.
So here, do that again. See what you're doing.
Yeah, trying to go over, yeah. So.
Here you can move this.
Just slide, man. It's always a slide,
There you
yeah.
go.
You can also change.
Yeah, we can definitely change where the plane is.
It
but
just makes it more difficult
Right,
to
it
see it, right?
like this isn't right.
Right.
Yeah.
You can change the plane of the pane.
Plane of the pain.
Oh, no,
It's pain class.
It is pain.
Nice. Ah, and it's riding.
Yeah, Taiji Classics, they call this 4 ounces to deflect a
You were not allowed to hold my head tighter.
Oh, but come on. No, please. No.
Same.
But still, you can still go on the
Yeah.
other side. Oh, yeah.
So now, just slide down the
here.
pane of glass, Mo.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I
Sweet
can do
nothing
that,
anybody's
but
gonna do
I
about
couldn't
it.
do it that way because you're like.
Okay, so I want to move on because I want to give you more. You gotta get it like a bigger clock, I'm old and stuff. Okay, so the next move we're gonna do is this one. That's it. So in the form, this is all we're doing. So if you've done Taiji before, you can just negative circles, right? That's it. What we're doing with fists. One palm up, the high palm is up, high palm up, low palm. Okay? So one of the tricks in this guy, so we'll do it just like we were the other day, under load. So he grabs onto me. Actually, yeah, I'll do it. So just get into your set. Just imagine you're doing the form and get ready to go. Okay? I won't give you too much power on it. Okay, so just start doing the form. Yeah, so this is going to be what you're going to do. Okay? So now, there's an interesting trick in here. There really is. In fact, I'll let you guys figure it out. Try to do that, attach. But when you do this, take the balance. See if you can figure out how to do it without being double-headed. So the guy that, if I
The
were
guy
to-
holding
I
is
have-
getting stolen.
I have to take your balance.
Oh, okay.
But don't be double-headed. Don't go through their power to do it. Hook on them, Connor. Grab them.
Oh, like, okay, grab.
Yeah, because you're just, I mean, it's not fighting, right?
Mhm.
It's just producing a weighted load on your body. So don't be double heavy, but take his spine.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is a really interesting trick.
I'm trying to.
Looks like it's working.
I'm trying to make it difficult.
Interesting. So I'm trying to hide myself.
First stroke. Nothing nice
Down.
from Tai Chi. Nothing nice from the Tai Chi.
Oh,
I was like,
Yeah. Now you gotta
probably normal guy. There you go.
Yeah, be a normal guy.
Normal guy says, normalcy is king.
double heavy.
So normalcy and normalcy
Alright.
accessories.
How do you do it without being double heavy?
So,
Don't use your arms, use your
oh,
belly.
yeah.
So hold on, I'll help you. Unless you want to play.
I want to play more.
Okay, play more.
Oh, you just started.
That's cool. If you only just started, that's fine.
Can you, because I want to make sure it's not just because I'm like 150 pounds and all that.
This one, I'll be this way. Sorry, I'm not being a normal guy.
I'm like, hey, wait, that's kind of working.
Wait. You're very close.
Okay.
You're very close, but you're still going through my arms.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm not even thinking about that. Okay.
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Sorry, Connor.
That's more like it. Sorry, Connor. He says he walks back over.
How am I supposed to hold on to that? It's like a fire hose.
You can't now. Now he knows what's happening.
Okay.
That's why Sammy's a Kung Fu master.
Keep trying to do.
It's all of 5 seconds back.
Back to this thing.
Okay,
It's hard to do that.
Okay.
Now, you not make your feet be like your butt and hips and spine and rotating instead. Yeah.
So check this out. I'm going to give you another
Okay.
exercise. So remember, just grab my arms. Double heavy means I go power into his power. So you've got power, you got a perfect line here, right?
Mhm.
Like shingy line, baby. Yeah, right? Double heavy would mean I'm trying to put my fist through that line to his face. It's just like the dumbest thing in the world, right?
The double is both one each.
Yeah, because it's his force, my force. That means double heavy, right? He's trying to be heavy, I'm trying to be heavy.
So lay down, try to muscle in a little handstand.
So how would I take his balance like this? I could be more heavy than him,
You have to
which
go-
is double heavy,
Yeah.
right? If I'm just better, like bigger and stronger.
You go perpendicular.
Well, I could go perpendicular, but it's hard to take his balance now. Like, be a Taiji guy, right? And don't let me take your balance. Like, now it's tough, right? We're pushing hands. So, here's the cool part. It's the same thing we did before. So, I'm going to try to take his balance by moving my forearm towards him. If I put my mind, I'm going to use this finger because these ones are pointing the wrong way, towards him, I'm double heavy. But what if I pushed from here? Cool, huh?
Oh, you're doing that.
You're changing where the fulcrum is. I'm changing where my power line is. That's it. So when he grabs me here in this move, right? I'm not going through my wrist. I'm going through my forearm. So let me let go of this one. I'm actually going to do this move, but I'm going to push this part of me across the pane glass. I didn't even try to move you. You moved you. Do you see what I mean? Because you're trying to because you're trying to resist that going into your blind, but I'm not on your line. I'm going this way. It doesn't make any difference to me. So when you get both of them running, it's super cool because you have them both going in different directions, right? But you're actually going through your forearm instead of the point of contact. But we instinctively think right there. We all do it. That's why the stupid tapping thing works, right? Is as soon as you're physically touched, your brain goes and looks at it. Even for a moment, which is enough to get you killed. So this one's really nice. If I'm doing, there's lots of ways to do this move, but one of the first ways I got it to work was to go, okay, I'm going there, and I'm going there. So while he thinks I'm trying to grab his shoulders and do this, I'm actually way down here. But without changing what I'm doing. You see what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
I wasn't doing it that way. I mean, in my head. I was thinking of just pointing my shoulders into their. I was thinking about.
But it's the same thing because what you're doing is removing joints.
Yeah, I think, but my mind's not there.
I was thinking about whipping my tricep like behind his head. Like,
What do you mean? See, you're close though. Well, that's going here, but you're not removing. I don't know what's going on. Something not right. It's your shoulder blade. Pull this shoulder blade down. Yeah, that's better. Then you pull your shoulder up and that is all power. That's all strength. Try going try to get this to touch me here.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
I can't do anything about
And
that.
I'm thinking of it as this going there.
Yeah.
But this was all happened to be attached.
Which, I mean, that's just like higher level stuff. Because then you start removing more and more joints until You don't give a shit what they touch, because they've touched your torso.
Yeah, that's how I do push hands drunk.
That's how drunkard works.
Take my arms out of
Well, that's why it's a bucket of water, right? I just throw the bucket at you, I don't care what
That
happens.
makes sense. But I'm not
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you don't go through the line that they touched you on. Another good example in the form actually is this one. When I go to do Jinggang, if you prevent me, I can't even step. Right? You got me pinned. So how do I make this step happen without doing just be stealthy, right? If I stop pushing here, what if I push here? But you see, like, it doesn't feel like I did much different. But again, if I put my mind on where you've touched me, I'm right into the radius and the ulna. There's too much of you. But if I just go, well, what if I think about going that direction? Do you see? It's starting to rotate
Goes up
the
and
torso,
down, yeah.
right? Do you all feel it? It's kind of hard to see it. So don't let me come forward, right? So there I am in your arm. But if I go here,
Yeah.
right? Same. If I go into your arm,
You're in my foot.
yeah, like I've got your whole structure, right? Which I'm double heavy. If I run beside you though with my mind,
Yeah.
right? Everything starts to move.
It rotates me.
Yeah, because the harder you fight, the more it's going to rotate you. I mean, yeah, of course you can stealth your way in.
No, I mean, it's basically the same thing as like rolling that elbow over.
Sure it is.
You're just doing it.
You're just doing it internally instead
Yeah,
of
instead of
externally.
like it sounds.
Yeah. But it's the same thing, and that thematically goes all through all of it. Like until it gets really strange. Like let's do one right from the end of the form. You guys want to try that one first?
Yeah.
Try that one first.
Sure, yeah.
So you're just here, right? So you're like left hand, you're right out of the sense of something trained tons of times. Right? So you're going to try to go into Buddha's warrior kind of
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pushing into you.
That's this.
Feel the structure. You know?
Imagine this is where you're pushing.
Gotta go collapsing the elbow so much.
Don't move
Just
this,
pushing.
just move this in space.
Yeah. You feel it.
See, look, now.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm pushing against you a lot.
Yeah, I'm not letting you, but that's me not letting you.
Right. See, I'm off, you're off my line.
So
Perfect.
now it's nice.
Now push it straight in and use
Now,
the field.
what changes that?
There's no way in hell, right? So now, we're solid. Just, no, too big. It's not
What
this.
changes that is, okay?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
more.
That.
it's like
No,
if
now power out of your back foot, you're gonna push. See?
You're going kind of around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do that more with your mind.
Yeah.
And
That's better.
The little tiny bit of me
Yeah.
that responds to that thought maybe enough.
Because I'm resisting in the wrong direction, right? As soon as I resist in the wrong place,
More too much,
I'm
too
just
much.
stalling my own
there it
doom.
is.
Ah,
You feel
good,
it?
yeah.
So it doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
It might
that's
work.
better, take the step
You know,
with it.
works on that principle, but
Yeah.
high level it works on this principle.
But it's
Yeah, you're
divorcing
doing it.
the
I'm
touch
gonna try and actually not let you do it.
Okay.
from the intention. That's what's hard about it.
Yeah, I see.
Because how do you divorce the
Set up
touch
like
from the intent? You have to
my shoulders in place, but
Because I mean, we all instinctively will feel the touch, recognize it, move from there.
Cool.
Which
That's
is
hard.
why the first thing
My
comes
shoulders.
Like deception is
Moving
but moving internally and then just running
Trying to
off of that is a lot
It's
harder.
not getting responsible.
It's like changing the course of a river,
Like that
right?
one's the first.
You only needed to move this far
Try
to
that
cause
again?
real trouble in the land,
yeah, that's sure.
right?
Okay,
Makes a world of difference.
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't lead with your elbow though.
Mm.
It's the same thing Mo's doing. Keep the forearm in place.
Yeah, so big with the elbow. I'm still drinking there it is.
It's really tough. That's better.
Yeah, so push more from the
Okay.
push more from here.
Wrong direction. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's better. If you look at every Taiji form, we're always rotating, right? I mean, as soon as you get into drunkard, it's got full 360s all the time. It's even more difficult to do. Way more difficult. So I'll show you one from the very end of the set. This move. This move is actually big wrap. The classical application is big wrap.
Oh, I see that.
Right? I'm in small wrap.
Yeah.
and I come up and do big wrapping guy. Does that make sense? You guys remember big wrap?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like the classical one. So like do the classical one here. Put me in small wrap, right? So I go down. Here's my step up to the 7 stars into big wrap, right? But grab my wrists. If I look at step up to 7 stars in a different way, this one's kind of neat. Let me just have one hand. Everything we've done so far is lateral. Step up to 7 stars is this way. It's the exact same principle. So he's given me a line to his shoulders, right where my thumbs are there. So it's the only place I can't go. So when I'm doing my step up to 7 stars, a way of looking at it instead is I run straight this way. But because I'm stepping up to 7 stars, I've got his whole torso and stuff, right? Now, if you get into the classical application of that variant, you step up and your hands cross. That's this. And I make your life far more miserable because as soon as I do this, what did I do to you? I broke one of the rules of the body, right? So unless you're really good, you just lost power in both your arms because I've crossed your center, right? And because I'm the Tai Chi guy who trains this, I have it, kind of. So if you resist, check this out. If I go straight, I'm actually doing a lateral move. Because I made him do the change.
Right.
Does that make sense? I know it's kind of a strange way to look at it, but if I go straight into his arms, he's straight. If I cross his arms, so let me loose for a sec, right? There's his power. I just go through there.
Ah. Yeah.
Right? So, however good. Right? So if I go straight through here, this becomes like a terrible punch. Because in the set, right, you're, right? Bang! And then this, there's your small wrap and big wrap. And if he's on the ball, so you're going to be on the ball this time, you're going to step back so I don't get you. Right? Wow, didn't work. So what's this about? I'm changing all of my angles again. Right? So I've still got all of this, and I mean, you can be firing at any moment inside there.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing to take what people consider a powered structure, and now we're all smart, so we know we're going to go outside of it, and I break it, so I can go straight through the center. It's just kind of it's a cool trick. I like that.
That's cool.
Try it a couple times. Try it a couple times. Connor, work with Mo as well.
Okay.
Yeah, doing some video stuff.
Yeah, I'm old and need water.
Oh, you're right on the Snickers bar.
Yeah, it's like it's not quite enough. Yeah, that's it. Be strong. This is a good one. Right. Just nowhere.
Nobody there.
There's nobody there. Even though you look even to yourself like super strong, right? There, yeah. Yeah.
Engage.
You have to, yeah. If you don't engage all the way down the meridian, it won't fly. That comes from teaching too. Not engaging?
No, just
Because you want to screw everybody. I have that problem all the time too. See, now I'm trying to engage them that same line. You know we can. No, I'm still overpowering. I mean, and I'm going double heavy, that's sure. But I'm breaking it. So if I'm here, so be really, really tugging the board here. So I get you crossed, you feel it, uh-oh, it's not working. Okay, so then the wrap can be this. Next moving form, right? This
yes, and do that way.
and right out of drunkard, right? Okay, down you go. Yeah. Go up to go down, right?
This one.
What's everywhere, right?
Everybody, yeah. This side.
We're supposed to push on as well.
Push on them both. All stars.
So Sorry, I was just playing
Oh,
Sammy.
straight through, okay.
Oh, what's up? Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. You got it, reach on your fingers. You got it.
Weird how much that changes everything just by some middle figures.
Here, set it up.
No,
Okay.
you're pushing, set it up there.
Okay. So here. Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
You just need to be a little clearer, I think, in your mind.
Yeah,
Do it again.
your body's still naturally finding the
Yeah.
line.
Fine, yeah.
So wrap them up, go right here. There you go.
Mm.
One more time. One more time, put some resistance on them. Wrap them up, go right here. Because it won't matter. If you do it right, it won't matter how big
No,
it
that
is.
was actually pretty easy.
But feel right. This is what I felt you doing.
Oh,
See,
going.
I'm going right out into
Yeah.
your bones
Yeah.
because it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like my heart
Mm-hmm.
is what's moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't feel
So
your
then
heart.
I've got this moving, right?
Right.
And reaching through your fingers is a huge deal because it's classically you'd say it engages the meridian. But if you think about meridians as muscle trains, right, chains of muscles engaging in cascades, if you don't reach, where did the cascade end?
Nowhere?
Back here somewhere.
Or, yeah.
Because I mean, if I grab on you, if I try to do this, sorry,
No.
that's a hard one for me to. Okay, there. So if I try to do this,
Yeah.
you see how there's power up to here,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing there?
Yeah.
Because I've got this other joint. Now, there, okay, there. That overpower me. I don't have any engagement from about here down. Just reaching. We'll change it. It's like the longer the lever, the more power it has. So if
Right.
I don't engage this, I've, this thing, I haven't engaged any of this, which means I likely haven't engaged most of this either.
Mm-hmm.
So now, sure, this is a pretty big lever, but it's nowhere near that lever, all the way up my body, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's 6 feet long as opposed to 3 feet long. So, if you reach through your fingers as you do it, now, heart towards me. Just push your heart at me, yeah. I mean, it's a tough one. There's a reason that's at the end of the form, because you're
Yeah.
running vectors on the guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was trying to push with my arms, and then when I felt you were doing it, you weren't really pushing with your arms.
You're
You just
never
kinda
pushing
had
with your arms.
there.
Yeah, they're just a part of you, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm banging because arm like sword.
Mm.
I mean, if you go back actually, go back to this move. One of the guys grabbed onto you, somebody grabbed onto one of them. So try that move. So get into the move. Do you know this move, Connor?
Not really, but.
No, okay. So put your right arm up in the air, just let him move more. Okay. Now grab onto him more. So all you're gonna do, Connor, I just want you to rotate and turn. Turn down. Okay, so now see, you're going right there.
Hmm.
Go that way. Better.
Ah,
Do it
okay.
again. Okay, so again, just to get a feeling, that way. That way.
Oh.
Okay, that's okay, we only got a little piece of it working. Now, what's happening here is you're actually pulling on his line.
Oh, okay.
That's wrong too.
Right.
Because it's still his power,
Mhm.
right? So you can't pull, be there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pull on his power.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put his power here instead. See? Now do the both of them. See, he's all fucked up now, right?
Yeah.
So both of them towards me. Okay?
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I do.
Nope, you're pulling them towards me and I don't want that.
To the hand.
It's gonna touch me in a no-no place. Right here, right here, right here, right here. See where it is? Right here, down
Right,
here.
oh, down.
Down there.
Turn down, trying to do it.
This one has no power. What?
I'm trying to go.
That's because you're thinking
You're still
too many-
pushing-
You're
still pushing.
You're pushing there.
Hmm.
Put his hand in my hand. Put his hand up. This goes this way.
Oh, that.
There's lots of little details in this
Oh.
one, but it's worth it. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay, now put this wrist in my hand. Do it again. Be strong, Mo. You've got it almost. Put his wrist in my hand. Put his wrist in my hand. That.
That.
Put his wrist in my hand. There you go. Go on. Yeah. Good. You're not done yet.
Not breathe on
Touch his bones.
Okay.
Knuckles.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna put this here. That one here. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's not easy. Nope, you're pushing instead of rotating from here. rotate. There it is.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Yeah, I was fighting way too much.
That's okay. Okay, let Sammy or Mo, somebody fire him around. I'm gonna. Okay. So, no.
Or other way?
Opposite.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're grabbing him. Okay. So go into there. You're about to do the move, okay? You're about to do the move. So, you're gonna have to like really power up. Okay, he's got his energy already. So, this one towards Sammy's chest. Turn. He goes right into his power. Need it. Watch this. God, I say that so much. Need it. Just bring it up a little bit. Just to make it easy. Okay. Check this shit out. Don't let him move. Touch my hand. Now touch my hand. Okay. Same here. Okay. This one, you're gonna touch my hand. Okay. Now, I pulled on. That's the power spot. That's moved it. Touch my hand. This one's gonna touch my hand. That's too much for me. That's okay. So this one, this direction. Here, 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 here. This hand is coming here. This hand's gonna come to this hand. This hand's gonna come to here. Go. You're very close, but what I'm seeing is your mind's going. Go, 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 go. It's okay. This is how I was going to show somebody already.
Oh, my hands are getting too sweaty.
It's all good. So I'm. That was disgusting. So if I'm here, right? If I go into your power, I can't move. So I go that way, right? But feel, I'm going to pull here. Don't let me move. That's your power. That's what's happening is you're trying to go across here, but you're pulling right on their power here. Okay, does that make sense? So instead, I'm going to try to put this over there, essentially, without like reaching, right? So, here, in fact, I'll take this hand out of the equation. I suppose I should have done this. So instead of pulling, don't let me move. Go that direction. See, that makes it easy. I put a little bit of down on it. Now, if I'm on my game, I can get both of them to work it like this. Okay, so this one's going that way, that one's going that way. The rotation in here stunts all of his power as it touches me. So like you got no power in that. Like grab on for reals. Even just dick moves like that. Even just dick moves like that. Need it?
Are you pushing?
You gotta stop saying that.
Are you pushing pretty hard when you're even just using your fingers? Or
Feel it, come here. It's so dumb. So, yeah, so be really strong. I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay, don't let me do that. Take this up. Like how hard am I touching?
Barely, barely.
So I mean, that's what this thing in Shen is, right? But it can be adapted to be. Hey, because it's the same shit as the tap, 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 tap thing. Okay, sorry. Do you want to try it? Sure. You know this part of the set, don't you?
Yeah. I know this move. I'm fine. I felt it right away.
You walk right into, you're walking right into me here. So let's work on this one.
Sure.
Okay? So sideways. Yeah. Now you're pulling still.
Yeah.
So you need to drop. Yeah, that's not bad.
And I'm not turning
Pull
the.
this a little bit backwards. Yes! Don't pull yourself off. It's coming.
I'm not coming out of my hand.
Okay. Give it a little touch. Oh, okay. Here, that'll make it easier. Let me touch there. Touch there. Oh, now we're talking. So now you feel you're in my power. You're still pulling here. Pull your elbow back towards your waist. That's it. That's it.
Oh.
Maybe I didn't mention the elbow. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, okay.
It's this elbow. Touching, no, touch my arms first. Touch my radius and all that. Now do it. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Too much power here, not enough touch. You were here, but not here. Touch me. Touch me with your, like, reach through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Without the elbow, though.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm actually putting hands against you now. Because there's a trick I want to show you. You gotta be able to do this first. Oh, son of a bitch. Good. By which I mean that didn't feel good at all. This elbow, here. Sorry, shouldn't push hands that hard.
Oh,
Touch the bones in my arms first. Not bad, dude. Right there. Bring this one down and drop it. Oh yeah, feel that? That was it. Yep. Put this through my head. Yep, there it is, son of a bitch. Nice. That was good one. Whew. I don't care, I'm not done.
I know, I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know.
Whatever that means, right? Like it can be, it doesn't have to. I'm new with my fingertips and shit. But reach through your fingers into my bones. Through your fingers into my bones here. Yes. Now, see in there? Oh, that's very close. Pull your elbow back. Yeah! Son of a bitch. Ah, it's so good.
That's right, your ankle.
That's okay. Well, that's partly why I'm going airborne, is I'm saving it.
Okay.
Nicely done. That's 2 vectors. Let's put one more on it.
That's another vector.
Just because it's awesome. If you can get the 3rd one. Okay, so set yourself up. Same, right? This one's going here. This one's rolling here. You're in the bones. Oh my God, yeah. You're in the bones of my arm. In the bones of my arm. 3rd vector is this one.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna drop it.
Like a crunch.
Like do a crunch while you rotate. Go real slow, I won't hurt you first. Drop. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There you go. Stay in my arm.
Twist the entire tesseract.
So get this working right here, there, down. More down, here. Sink everything into your bottom. Son of a bitch. Yeah, Mo. Yeah, we make you scary yet. Woo, baby. Okay, so throw Connor around for a minute. Okay. Oh, that's my foot. Try to get all 3 if you can. Anybody online got questions?
Comment from Paul says, I always thought this was for punches or something.
This is gonna drop. Whole thing's gonna drop. Down. Sit right down. Sit down as you do it. Down.
Sorry. I know.
We're doing push hands with an eel.
When you throw this with punches, it's the same. It's just that much worse. Because now this punch comes with all 3 vectors on it. Pull your elbow back. Elbow back. Yes. Again. Elbow back. Now, drop in your stance. Yeah.
Just slip right out of there.
Drop. So now it's just a case of timing. Everything moves at once.
I'm just too slippery.
Go. Elbow didn't go back, it went towards me. Yep.
Wrapping it around really helped me visualize that.
Yeah, this thinking of it going here.
Yeah. Think of wrapping your left elbow around the small of your back.
And I mean, if he's so slippery that he disconnects, you're just free to hit
Well, I
him.
mean, you just smash him, right? It doesn't matter.
True. I just can't seem
Wants to grab
get
onto
grip
it.
on you.
Hey! Did dodge out.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a hot one. Go for it. Elbow behind your back. Elbow.
Yeah. So it's like me going this way and this way.
Do it again. Elbow to your back. Yes! Yes! Again. Elbow. You got 2 vectors running now. Again.
No.
No. Elbow behind your back. That's your biggest problem right now. Punch me in the face with your right arm. Elbow behind your back. You're getting it. Now sink into your horse. No, you're thinking too many things at once now. I'm screwing you up. Elbow behind your back. Yeah. Elbow behind your back, punch Sammy in the head. Yeah. You're getting it.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, get that running, because that's 2 vectors. If you can run 2 vectors, most humans can't deal with it.
Good in that front. Yeah.
You're getting it, man. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should feel like the ground is on the other guy's team. It just like pops you
This is
off.
way easier than shoving across the room.
Huh? At the end of this section is the part where you put your right wrist to your head and your look at your left hip. What time is it? We don't have time, man.
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week.
You mean tomorrow?
Or tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Same Chen time,
Same Chen place.
Chen channel.
It's same. That whole sequence is very similar all the way through. That was good, you guys.
It was.
2 vectors is hard to get.
Yes.
Really hard.
Understatement of the century.
You start running, like seriously.
That's
right?
fucking cool, though.
You start
Yeah.
running 2 of them, most guys can't take me. That push hand's champion.